The World Wide Web is more vast than you can imagine, and almost every day new pages are being added. But did you know that all the web pages you can think of with a www address only make up about 4% of the internet in total? The other 96% of the internet is represented in what's commonly called the invisible, deep, or dark web, and it can't be accessed through your typical browser. It's here that the hackers and criminals of the net operate, and their activity is very, very difficult to monitor or police. That's why one Israeli company called SIXGILL has made it their mission to change that and help you sleep well at night. Joining me in the studio to discuss the service is SIXGILL CEO and co-founder Avi Kasztan. Thanks so much for coming in.
Hi, Natasha. Thank you for inviting me.
So we've had you here before. Let's begin and talk about the dark web. How is it accessed and how is it used by criminals?
Okay, the dark web is used in several ways. There are several tools that enable us to access the dark web. And in that regard, the main difficulty, the main challenge is to understand what's going on there, because there are many pieces of information. How do you manage to access, understand, and figure it out? That's basically the challenge.
Absolutely. Now, are criminals and shady personalities the only people that are on the dark web? And why is this dark web not available to me and my normal web browser, for example?
Okay, first of all, there are not only bad people in the dark web. There are very good people with very good intentions. Just imagine places where there is a dictatorship and people try to get out information. Or just they have to have their own freedoms. So the dark web is a great place in order to do these kind of things. Now, to your second question, what is not available to normal web browsers? First of all, we need to differentiate the hidden web, what is called the hidden or deep web, from the dark web.
Right.
The deep web is basically everything that is not indexed by regular search engines by definition. And you may have many reasons why this will happen. Okay, this can comprehend from databases that are protected, user password, to pages that are created dynamically or stuff like that. Not necessarily with a certain goal of hiding information or doing bad stuff. Okay, and then you have the dark web, that is a subgroup of the deep web, that not only it's not indexed, but it's also anonymous and encrypted.
Right.
And it's created from the beginning with that in mind. So that's the reason it's not, you cannot access that with a regular web browser.
Interesting. Now, how does SIXGILL work in monitoring the dark web specifically?
Well, we have developed a system that automatically monitor and analyze this dark web activity. So we have developed several technologies that is able to find, first of all, where those things happen, and then secondly, to extract this information so you can analyze all this information. And then we come to the conclusion that basically these are people, these are human beings,
right,
and not just data. So we try to analyze the human behavior. So we use some artificial intelligence in order to understand how human people behave. And sometimes we behave in not so many predicted ways or rational ways as one may think, for example.
Right. Now, how is SIXGILL different from other, products that exist on the market, other antivirus or security programs?
Okay, first of all, we do not compare to antivirus, and we are not what is called perimeter defense. Okay, we're able to see the attack, to see some of the attacks before they happen, to provide with data leaks. Okay, so we are one step before all this happen. So,
right,
so the companies, for example, that try to analyze if your company is infected, it's not infected. In general, when it happens, it's just too late. So we need to catch that before that happens.
Interesting. Now, I guess the final question here is how can we use SIXGILL? Where is it available? Is it available yet?
Okay, yes. First of all, yes, it is available. We have now operations in more than 25 countries around the world. In general, the customers, they come from governmental parts to financial sectors, telecoms, intelligence agencies, basically that.
Wow. All right, well, thank you so much for coming in and informing us a little bit more about the dark web. It's a vast and scary place for most of us, and hopefully your product is really going to be helping us, sleep well at night.
Thank you very much.